That's what drag is at its core. And that's what they're doing here.
Bobby Hill, we want you to be a powder puff cheerleader with us. Here's your pom-poms.
We got spirit. How about you?
And that's the premise of the episode. They want Bobby to be a Powerpuff cheerleader, which is actually a real thing.
It's gonna be a test of will and strength to have fake boobs and not be touching them all the time.
I don't see
Joseph
what's
is so
funny
straight.
about Powder Puff. The girls playing football, the football players in skirts cheering them on.
Maybe you're not getting the joke. We get to dress like girls and act like girls. It's funny. Hi, Bobby. I'm gonna make you a roast. Roast.
Cross-dressing's been done, Joseph. I know I had a prop comedy phase, but I've grown. I've been watching reruns of Seinfeld, and I'm impressed with the observational humor. That's where my comedy is now.
Okay, this is going to be a big theme of the episode. Cross-dressing and humor. Is cross-dressing funny? Can there be humor in it? And as a trans woman, I have a lot to say about this. Me personally, I think cross-dressing can be used for comedy, but with a couple caveats. The biggest thing is cross-dressing the joke, or is cross-dressing a part of the humor? Because I am a drag queen, so like, I know this world. There's a big difference between this and this. One of my favorite movies is Some Like It Hot, which is a cross-dressing comedy, but the humor there doesn't come from the cross-dressing. It comes from the situations to get into. The joke isn't the cross-dressing. The cross-dressing is used for the plot. That's where I think the difference is.
I hear your jokes and bits and sketches are hilarious. They better be. I've got a losing football program, and the only thing that's going to save my bacon is a good powder puff game.
Yeah, but isn't Powder Puff about girls playing football?
Nobody watches the girls. It's all about you boys and your tomfooligans. Mess this up, and I'll be back teaching math to the slowpokes.
First off, that's pretty ableist on the coach. Second, how exactly does your job depend on this? Someone in the comments clarify that for me. The coach said something important. No one cares about the girls playing football, but they're all looking at the boys pretending to be the cheerleaders. And there's a reason for that. It's because of sexism. That when a girl dresses as a male football player and starts playing football, it's not really funny to most people because she's going up the social ladder, as it were. But for a boy to wear a skirt, that goes down the social ladder because you're becoming more of a woman, which is below men in this system. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm just describing how socially this dynamic works.
You're not gonna believe what happened to me today. I got picked for Powder Puff cheerleading. Don't worry, I've got some great ideas about how to get out of it. They can't make me cheer if they think I have
Bobby seems
lockjaw.
uncomfortable with this.
Huh? What do you think, Dad?
I can't believe you got picked for Powder Puff. Well, that's an honor usually reserved for football players. This is
Hank
great.
being supportive
What?
and
I'm so
encouraging
happy
it.
for you, Hank. And you too, Bobby. Good things don't usually happen to the unathletic.
Bobby, I had
Oh,
given
Bill.
up hope of you ever making a team, but this is finally a chance to be part of a time-honored football tradition.
Uh-huh. So you want me to dress up like a girl and run around with pom-poms?
Yes.
Hey, remember when I gave birth to a football?
Yeah, and we wrapped it in a baby blanket and kicked it through the goalpost.
So they
I
were
understand
Powder Puff
you
girls.
think it's great and all, but comedy is very subjective. And men in drag, well, I'm sorry, Dad, but it just isn't my thing.
It is now, Bobby, because you're going to be a cheerleader. Now let's go find you a dress.
I wish my folks forced me to wear a dress when I was younger. But this is a really interesting dynamic. So you would expect someone like Hank to be very resistant to this. But no, he's very supportive and in fact encouraging Bobby to do it. Why? Because there's teamwork, it's tradition. And not only that, as someone who's watched a lot of King of the Hill, this seems rather on point for Bobby because I remember in season 1 or season 2 that Bobby had a similar reaction to British comedy and cross-dressing for humor.
What we're about to see is British comedy. You may not understand all of it at first because it's more sophisticated than what we're used to.
That man is wearing a dress.
Exactly.
He didn't really get it. And that makes perfect sense, because what is the joke? That is sort of how I like to ask this, because cross-dressing can be used for comedy. Is the joke man in dress is funny, or is there something else to it? That's where I find the distinction.
Bobby, you can't throw a rock at a Rotary Club meeting without hitting a former Powder Puff cheerleader. Tom Hutto down at AAA, Powder Puff. David McDavid at Wide Track Motors, Powder Puff. Bob Decker from Centex Escrow, Powder Puff.
Great.
Now, where I grew up, this wasn't really a thing, but it is for a large portion of the country, so yeah, that's accurate. In fact, many conservative lawmakers did this exact thing. Yes, lawmakers who are currently going after trans people and crossdressers did this when they were in school.
Brassiere you choose as a cheerleader will determine your cheer personality. Are you the fun-loving, buxom one or the flat-chested brainiac?
It's drag.
This one, I guess.
Good choice. Now, let's get you made up.
Oh, Bobby looks so uncomfortable. Oh, someone looks uncomfortable. Now, Bobby's uncomfortable here. It might be gender dysphoria. Yes, cis people can get gender dysphoria too. Plus, Bobby is sort of in this position of he doesn't think cross-dressing is funny, which he has a point. Ignoring even what it means on a social level of making fun of gender diverse people and saying that men who dress as women are inferior, it's overdone. It really is. So I get exactly where Bobby's coming from. If I were giving Bobby advice here, I would say, watch Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. Watch Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Watch Some Like It Hot. Even watch Mrs. Doubtfire, because even though I have made criticisms of Mrs. Doubtfire, it is still a good example of a cross-dressing movie because most of the humor isn't just man in dress is funny. And of course, the girls are bad at sports.
Hey, cheerleaders! That doesn't look like flouncing and bouncing to me! You're in over your head, Clehammer. Hill! Comedy powwow! Cherry picker, now! Hill! What do you think of all the boys blowing kisses to the crowd like a gaggle of beauty queens?
It's fine, I guess.
It's been done.
Boys, get in line and blow kisses till your arms turn to jelly! Hill says it's funny!
Coach!
That's not what he said.
Not now, Beth. All right, pucker, smooch, and blow. Kiss, 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 kiss.
Then we practiced popping each other's boob balloons. And then
That
we
could be
practiced
funny.
popping each other's butt balloons.
You're doing balloon
Could be funny,
work
yeah.
already? Well, I'm sure Coach Kleehammer knows what he's doing.
You know what would make your outfit perfect? My old striped tube top.
Peggy's
I
being
am
great
not
at this
wearing
episode.
Mom's clothes. Look, Dad, this just isn't working for me. I hate it.
Fine. If you can't see how important this is, then go ahead and quit.
I'm free? This is great.
Well, we'll see. When you're face to face with your teammates, it might not be so easy to quit.
Are you kidding? I've quit more things than you've started.
This is interesting because Hank and Peggy are really pushing Bobby to do this. And big reason Hank is doing this is because he wants Bobby to be included in a team, which in Hank's mind is a very masculine thing. So in an ironic way, cross-dressing is masculine. And again, I think Bobby is dealing with gender dysphoria here. He's uncomfortable wearing a dress, wearing a skirt. So that's where I think a lot of that is coming from. Not just from a comedy's perspective, but also I think he genuinely has dysphoria.
Gribble, you call that demure.
I don't know what that means, sir.
It's not
When I say
mindful
pat your
nor
eyelashes,
demure.
I mean pat him. Okay, now watch. This is where Hill comes in. See? He's created a character. The exasperated Bobby Soxer, princess. Now that's funny.
Actually, guys, I've got something to tell you.
Everybody listen up. Hill's got something to tell us.
Yeah, the thing is,
He's continuing.
I needed to tell you guys that
Anything at all you can say to help these boys?
first of all, Kurt, your pantyhose should be darker and baggier. And Eric,
Bobby's
you
joining
shouldn't
the
wear
team.
pantyhose at all. You got hairy legs in middle school. Don't waste that.
Yes, that's classic subversion of gender expectation. That's the definition of drag. Bobby would honestly make a great drag queen. I can't play the music here, but there's a montage going on here where they're subverting gender roles, which is what drag is. That's what drag is at its core. And that's what they're doing here. Bobby is bringing not only humor, but drag humor. Not only would he make a great drag queen, but he would also make a great drag mother. Doing all this work, especially out in the heat, can make you really thirsty. Whether you're doing powder puff or any sort of other activity, I cannot recommend this enough. Our sponsor, Epic Water Filters. They make amazing water filters, and honestly, it just tastes like water. And they're more environmentally friendly than other companies. They remove more contaminants, and honestly, it comes through with the taste. I've tried other water filters, and this just tastes like water. And if you join the Clean Water Club, they'll replace your filters and recycle the old ones. And let me tell you, this filter is worth not only every penny, but it is worth more than every penny. And use my link in the description to get 15% off.
So how'd they take it?
Well, they took it pretty good. Because I'm staying.
Awesome.
I knew you couldn't let them down.
Thanks for making me dress up like a girl, Dad.
You know that after this is over, you can't do this anymore, right?
Oh, I know.
I really wish I was forced to wear a dress growing up. Now, I don't think Bobby wants to continue after this. That's sort of the point. But the fact that Hank has to emphasize it, again, is that social patriarchy coming in there.
I'm just glad I got through my argument before all the whooping from the powder puff cheerleading practice started.
What is going on out there exactly? Could you explain it to me in detail? If I have to miss circle time at Kidnasium, so be it.
Well, it's an annual football game, but the girls are the players and the cheerleaders are the boys. They wear makeup and wigs and act silly.
Boys are making fun of girls?
Yes. You know, my son Bobby is actually kind of the head cheerleader. He keeps knocking over lamps around the house with his big, clumsy boobs.
That kind of mockery does untold damage to a young girl's fragile psyche. My daughter was hysterical recently when an 8th grade boy told her ponytail looked like a piece of duty. Thank God I was home to console her, which was my choice. Stand by it, no regrets.
Well, that's terrible. Have you tried putting her hair up in a bun? No, that could look like poop, too.
See, it starts out innocently with a boy teasing a girl. Then that same boy dresses like a cheerleader. Then little Mary Jo honor student is having her buttocks slapped in a rap video.
That is the saddest hypothetical story I have ever heard. But powder puff is all just in fun.
So was pouring pig's blood on Carrie. Poor girl had to kill everyone.
That escalated quickly. As a trans woman, I think people are under the assumption I would get offended by this, especially how people seem to think I'm offended at everything, even when I'm not. But there's an interesting question here of, does this hurt the girl's self-esteem? And to that I say, it really depends. What kind of humor is it? Because again, drag is an art form. Comedy is an art form. To paint the whole art form with a blanket brush really is not fair and generalizes everything. Art can be damaging to people's self-esteem, but it doesn't always have to be.
Okay! We're red hot and can't be stopped! We're red hot and can't be stopped!
I love that cheer, but seriously, you have to stop.
What's going on down there?
Boys, this here's a PTA president, and she's making me call off the cheerleading part of things.
What? That's not fair.
But I'm so pretty!
Why is this happening, Mom?
Sometimes things that are funny to everybody are not really funny at all.
You can't take this away from us.
You just can't.
Sorry, boys.
Can Can you imagine, in Texas, them going after gender nonconformity? I don't see that ever happening.
I guess I won't be needing this anymore.
I guess not.
Oh
Hello, Peggy.
Hello, Hank.
That's
Hello,
expensive.
Mom.
So what else did you destroy today besides powder puff football?
Actually, class favorites. And technically, the powder puff game is still going on. Maybe the girls will play well for the first time ever, since they won't have anyone on the sidelines making fun of them.
Those boys weren't making fun of anyone. They were just doing what powder puff cheerleaders do.
Oh, so you won't be offended if I stuff a sock in my jeans and strut around the neighborhood?
That would be hilarious. Do it, Mom, do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. And neither are you.
That's an interesting double standard there. Why were the girls still allowed to participate, but not the boys? Is it because there's a bias there to thinking girls are more fragile? Is that what's going on? Because that would be sexist. Not to mention drag has many different forms, including drag kings. Drag kings, I see you, I appreciate you, and I love the work you do.
All those in favor? Motion to turn the air on is accepted.
In the
Completes new
Texas heat,
business.
no thank you.
Wait, I have a motion I'd like to bring to the floor.
Reluctantly, the chair allows.
Powder puff cheerleading has been a grand and often hilarious tradition in Tom Landry Middle School athletics. You'll notice how much fun all these kids are having.
Oh.
I don't see anyone who looks offended. Look, they're all having the time of their lives.
The time of their lives. What's really offensive is watching those girls play football.
You're really not helping, Coach.
God.
In summation, powder puff
Sexism.
cheerleading is a way for these boys to have some fun, make people laugh, and create friendships that will last a lifetime.
It's true.
I think these men make a good point. Maybe we should reconsider our stance on this.
I can't do that. It would undermine my leadership. I can't risk all this.
What's all this? Staying here all night when we could be home with our families? Peggy?
They were having fun. And why was this shut down? Under the potential of someone getting upset. That's censorship. No one in this situation is actually offended because it's all hypothetical at this point.
You are interfering with procedure and gavel handling.
I support Mr. Hill's motion. This isn't about ridicule. It's about freedom of expression.
Yes.
Girls should be able
First
to play
Amendment.
football, and boys should be able to put on skirts and wigs and cheer their hearts out.
Yes.
Gay men should be able to come out of the closet and be openly and unapologetically gay.
Yes.
And working mothers should be able to go back to work if that is what they really want.
Yes.
Who's gay in the PTA? Spicy.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents and teachers, I move to reinstate the Powder Puff cheerleaders.
Is there a second?
I second.
Hey. Sorry, that's how we second a motion in the gun club.
Show of hands. All those in favor. Opposed. A tie. Carl, you know how this works. The principal's vote breaks any ties. So what's it gonna be?
He pulled a pure Hawthorne.
Sorry, Hank.
Motion fails to pass.
Aww.
You know, if
It's
this
censorship.
was a movie, we'd get
Discrimination.
to be cheerleaders again. And Kurt Russell would be my dad.
We're gonna find a way to fight this. I don't know about you, but my pantyhose came 3 to a pack, and I plan on using all 3.
Hell yeah.
Here!
Hey, this isn't my fault.
Doing all that makeup without a mirror is impressive.
Shake it, but don't break it. Till your mama not wants to make it.
I said,
Shake it, but don't break it. Till your mama not wants to make it.
Thank you, sweet Jesus.
Look, Bobby's rallying his troops. And hey, he's starting a fake cat fight.
And Joseph's storming off. My son's a diva.
You can't do this. It's been banned.
what's been banned? We're just fans of Powder Puff football who happen to be cross-dressers.
Or does the PTA have some problem with cross-dressing?
No, of course not. Transvestite and transgender individuals are protected when participating in public activity.
That would be impressive. But it's also Texas, so I'm highly skeptical of that.
I'm having a contraction.
He's doing what Bill did.
Baby ball. Shh, it's okay.
Look, Hank, have you ever seen
That's
such
comedy.
a beautifully punted baby?
Well, that sure does bring back memories.
We're
Red hot and can't be stopped.
We're red hot and can't be stopped. We're red hot and can't.
That was super sweet. A great episode. And I'd like to thank my patrons, especially Al Bar, $10 patron, for helping make this possible. Without you, this video couldn't have been done. Thank you to my YouTube channel members, TikTok subscribers. Patrons get to see extended episodes like this, plus lost episodes, such as my reactions to American Dad, Community, and the amazing world of Gumball that I can't show on YouTube. But if you can't do that, at least like, comment, subscribe, hype the video, whatever the hell that means. And let me know what I should react to next. And a special thank you to Epic Water Filters for sponsoring this video. And remember, it's a beautiful day because you're here. See you next time.